Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial we're going to be learning how to cut and sew a short with an elastic band. So I'll be using my pattern paper for this because my material is stretchy, it's velvet, and it'll be very difficult for me to leave marks on it. So we're going to be cutting it here. I'm going to be transferring what we've cut by using this paper to cut out the fabric. Please stay tuned to the end of this video. Also do well to subscribe and leave a like below for me if you find this video very helpful. Also do well to leave a comment, and let's get right into it. So for this shot we'll be needing our waist measurement, our hip measurement, thigh measurement, and of course the length of the shirt and also the crotch measurement. So to start with, I'm going to draw a line just at the border of this pattern paper, and it's going to serve as our starting line. Let's call it our waistline. So this is where we're going to start from. So because this shirt has a waistband, it has a waistband, an elastic waistband, I'm going to go ahead and remove 2 inches because the size of the elastic band is 2 inches. So I'm going to place my tape this way on this line. So if you're taking off 3 inches, depending on the size of your elastic, you can just move your tape to that measurement. Or for mine, it's going to be 2 inches. So from these 2 inches, I'm going to come down. I'm going to mark out my hip line, and my hip line is 10. I'm going to draw a straight line here. This is my hip line. So next, I'm going to mark out my crotch line. To get your crotch line, you can just take your tape and measure from where you want your trouser to be on your waist, and take the tape under your legs. Literally just that middle line that you see in your trousers. Or you can sit on a chair and then from your waist measure down to the chair, and that's your crotch line. So I'm just going to place my tape the same way, and for mine I'm using 12.5. And I'm also going to extend that line. This is my crotch line. Once I mark out this line, I'm also going to mark out the full length of the shirt. And for this shirt, I'm just going to be using 19 inches, or rather 18, because I just want it to be a bit short. But then I'm going to add allowance, and it's going to be 19 inches. So go ahead and extend this line. So this is the actual measurement, and this is sewing allowance. This is it. I'll go ahead and label this so you guys know what we're doing here. So the first thing I'm going to do is, at this point, I'm going to go in by 1 inch. And I'm going to connect this 1 inch to this hip line, just give it a curve there. Just like see me doing like this. Go ahead and make a hip curve. And once I've done this, same thing at this point, I'm going to go in by 1.5 rather at this point. And I'm going to connect that. You can go in by 1 inch. Let me use 1 inch rather, because I don't want it to be too cold. That's what I have at this point. Okay, so from here I'm going to mark my measurements. I'm going to be using my hip measurement for the waist. Because this has an elastic band, you want it to easily fit in, so you're going to use your hip measurement for your waist. So my hip measurement is 43, and 43 divided by 4 is going to give me 10 and half and quarter. I'm just going to go ahead and mark 10 and half and quarter. I'll start by marking it on the hip line. And also mark it on the crotch line. And from there, I'm just going to extend it all the way up. Okay, so once you've done this, the next thing you want to do is to mark out your dart. The dart is actually optional. I'm just going to mark it out so you can get the idea of a basic shirt pattern. So for that, you just have to divide this point here by 2. And what I have is around 5 and quarter. So just like a normal dart, you're going to extend this line and then go up by ½ inches on both sides and do this. Just go ahead and connect it. Next thing I'm going to do is measure my thigh, and my running thigh measurement is 28. I'm going to divide 28 by 2, and that will give me 14 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark 14 inches at this line. You go ahead and mark your thigh measurement divided by 2 on your crotch line. Another easy way to do this is to divide your hip measurement, the one that you marked from here to here, And now it's to divide it by 4. And then what you have, you can just place it at this point. But I prefer to use my tie measurement just for the better accuracy. So once you have that, you're just going to go ahead and mark out the same measurements at this point. But for me, I'm going to be reducing it because I want it to be a bit tighter at this point. So since I have 14 here, I'm going to go ahead and mark 12 and a half here. So once I mark 12 and a half at this point, I'll go ahead and connect the lines, just like seeing it like this. Okay, and the next thing you're going to do is to take from this point, you're going to use the curved edge of your ruler to give that a mark. Just like this. And this is what you have for your short pattern. Okay, so just go ahead and use a curve. If you don't have a curve, I'm just going to show you what you can do. Here you can go by 1 inch and you can just use your free hand to connect it, but it's always better to have this particular curve because it helps with pattern drafting in notes. So just go ahead and do as I did here. So the next thing I'm going to do is to add half-inch allowance all around this point. This allowance is for sewing. So to cut out your back piece, you're going to go ahead and grab your front piece and you're going to be placing it on top of the back piece, just as me doing like this. So for the extra allowance that you add on your back piece, because your back piece contains majority of the allowance on this shot, make sure you have at least 3 inches to 2.5 inches at this point. So place your front pattern in place. I'm just going to label this as front. Okay. So once you place your front pattern, go ahead and mark this out. I'm just going to place my scissors on top of it for weight. So trace out your front pattern along this line and this line, just as you do like this. Once you trace out the line, go ahead and go up by, for this shot, I'm going to bring up by 1.5 inches, but you have a bigger buttock, so you can go up by 2.5 inches to 3 inches. But for this, I'm going to be going up by 1.5 inches because I'm not that big. Then you're going to use your ruler to connect it, just like doing like this. You can go ahead and extend that line. So along this point right now, I'm just going to be adding 2.5 inches. So just as me doing like this, go ahead and take the same steps. It's very easy. And I'll also add it all the way to this point. So go ahead and extend that line, just so it can be visible. And then, the same measurement I have here, which is 7.5, I'm going to place it right here, 7.5. So once I've done that, I'll use my ruler again to trace that up, like this. And then I'll connect all these lines, just as I'm doing like this. Okay. So this is what you have for your back piece. So the next thing I'm going to do is also mark out your dart. And I'll just be doing this. So basically, you need to measure out the same dart you have, which should be about 4.5 inches. And you're going to go down by 4.5 inches on your back. Then extend that line. Go up by ½ inch on both sides. And then connect it and see like this. This is basically it for your back piece. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out the same way I did to the front piece. So after drafting these patterns, I've gone ahead to place it on my material and I traced out what we have here. I cut for the back. I cut out 2 pieces for the back and 2 pieces for the front. This is the back and this is the front. So let's keep this aside and to complete the same process, we are going to sew along this line and also sew along this line. That's the crotch line that we've created earlier. We're going to do that for both the back and the front piece. So after going ahead to sew on your back and your front piece, just open this up You need to open this up like this, just as I'm doing, and then place one on top of the other. And you're going to pin this down if necessary. You're going to pin this down and you're going to sew it on this side. We're also going to do the same thing for this side of your shirt. We're going to be sewing on half an inch. And I'll do the same thing here. Joining the sides of your shirt, you're going to go ahead and open it up like this, just along this line. Just along this line here. You're going to open it up. You're going to open up the front piece, and you're going to open up the back piece just the same way. And you're going to go ahead and pin this down if necessary. And then we're going to hold this in place and sew all the way from here to the end of this. Just going to sew along this line. Okay, so I'm going to head to sew this point of the short, and I'm also going to head to fold in my allowance of this short. Once I've done that, I'll be turning this way, and for this back piece, this is the back side of the skirt. I'm just going to be placing my tape this way, and I'll be measuring to find the midpoint of this shirt. And the midpoint of this shirt, I have 12 inches, so the midpoint is 6 inches. So I'm making a notch at 6 inches on both pieces of the fabric. I'll be joining it together so I can grab the both of them at once. And I'll be making a notch at 6 inches. This notch, I'm making it of dart. So just go ahead and take your dart on the back piece of this shirt. So I'm gonna have to take my dart on both sides of the back pieces. I need to keep my dart on the back side because that's where I added the allowance. So the next thing I'm going to do will be to turn this to the front side, and I'm just going to be measuring my waist so I can know how many inches that I'll be cutting out for my band. So I'll start from this midpoint, and I'm going to take my tape all the way around. What I have here is for 3.5, just ½ inch difference from my initial hip allowance, which is what I was shooting for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out my waistband by 43.5 inches plus 1 inch allowance for sewing, that's 44.5 inches by length. And because my elastic that I'll be using is 1.5¼ inches, which is 1.5 inches, I'm going to be cutting the length of the fabric by 4.5 inches. So I'm gonna have to cut this fabric. I cut it as long as 44.5, just like I said I will initially, and then I cut it by 4.5 by width. So next thing I'm going to do will be to be sewing these edges together. I'll fold this, and I'm going to sew this edge together. So the next thing I'll be doing will be to be cutting out my elastic band, which I'm going to be using inside of this waistband. So I'm just going to be taking my waist measurement. My waist measurement is 31. Because I want this to grasp my waist, I'm going to minus 6 inches from 31, and that gives me 25 inches. So I'm just going to measure this elastic by length of 25 inches. Plus an added 1 inch allowance, this 1 inch allowance for the sewing. I'm going to cut it at 26 inches, just as I'm doing like this. And I'm using this piece inside of this. So I'm also going to place this way, and I'm also going to sew on this line. This is going to go inside of this. I'm going to be sewing this on this line. So once I'm gonna have to join it, this is what I have. This is what I have. And the next thing I'm going to be doing is be folding this way. Just go ahead and pick it up and fold it. Then you are going to place this inside of this, and you're going to sew right on this line all around. So after sewing on my elastic band, I went ahead to attach it to the waist, and this is what I have. Another easy way to do this, if you're a beginner, is that before you put in your elastic band, you can go ahead and attach this piece of fabric to the waist, and then just leave a little opening. Then you can pass your elastic band through it. I don't know if you get. You can pass your elastic band through it, and then just sew your elastic band. And when you drag it, it will come out the same way. Then you can close up that space that you left open. So next thing I'm going to do is to attach this rope, pass it through it. I got it at the market. So I'm going to pass it through the waist of this shirt. So after using my pin to pass out this rope from the second hole on my elastic band. This is what I have for this short trouser, and this brings us to the end of this tutorial. If you found this video helpful, please do not to leave a like for me. Also leave a comment in case you have any other questions, and if you'll be trying out this tutorial, the link to my Instagram is in my bio. Do also send me pictures. Also subscribe to this channel and turn on your post notification so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye guys.